So your treatment plan assignment is one that will require you to view the case study through the electronic health record and the video from the COPM practice assignment. So the COPM practice assignment video that is discussed here can be found in Module 1, at the bottom of Module 1. Then the electronic health record, if you click on this link here, it will take you to the health record, and all you need to do is enter your first name and last name when you get there, and then click login, and it'll take you to the chart. Now you need to make sure when you're reviewing the chart that you click on each one of these tabs to review each one of the tabs of the assignment or of the chart. So let's go back to the assignment. Then based on the assessment results, based on all the information that you see in both the video and the electronic health record, you're going to write a treatment plan using this treatment plan template. So if you open up the template, you'll see here, wait while it downloads, sorry about that. So when you open up the template, when it does open up, you'll find that there are several pieces of information at the top here that you'll need to fill out about the client. So you'll look in that electronic health record to find this information and make sure you fill out each of the areas on this top table form here. Then the next thing you'll do is you will, based on the information about the client, both from the COPM video and the electronic health record, you're going to identify problem areas or occupations, and then tell me a little snippet of your reasoning or an explanation as to why you chose that problem area as one of the issues that this client might have. Now, typically, we tell you when you're doing problem statements to only choose one, but for this particular assignment, I want you to name all of the ones that stand out to you for this part of the assignment. So you're going to have multiple areas of occupations or occupations on this particular list. Then if you scroll down, you'll see that you're going to choose one focus area from those problem areas that you identified above as the priority problem area or occupation. Then you are going to write one long-term goal in COAST format, and you've got here an example of COAST just in case you need it. Then once you've established your long-term goal, you're going to break that goal down into two smaller tasks that might be used as short-term goals. So please note here, just like in the goal writing assignment at the beginning of the semester or the term, where you did not write short-term goals, you just told two short-term or smaller tasks that could be used. You're doing the same thing here. So for example, if your long-term goal is for the client to pay her monthly bills, you could break that down into writing a check and balancing her checkbook. Then you're also going to answer the following questions under plan of care. So what environment? Describe where the plan of care will take place ideally. Then describe how the environment will be structured to meet the identified goal for the client. And then what equipment will you need? Be specific and make sure that you include sources or links for each piece of equipment. So let's say you feel like the client needs a reacher. You would need to provide a link or a picture or something to show me where you could obtain that piece of equipment. Then you also want to be sure you're describing your reasoning for suggesting each piece of equipment as well. Then you're going to describe your intervention plan activity. So this activity should be in line with the patient's goals and short-term tasks that were identified above. And you also are going to need to identify either a theory, a model, or frame of reference to guide the chosen intervention or activity. So how did the theory, model, frame of reference that you chose guide the activity that you chose? And then briefly discuss the collaboration that should take place between the OTR and the OTA in this case. How often do you think they'll collaborate? And ideally, how will this collaboration take place? Now, excuse me, you can utilize that template that I was just in to type in your answers. It does not require you to make a specific Word document outside of what's on the template. So please feel free to just fill out the information on the template, save it, and turn that in. Wanted to point out that when you're looking at your problem areas, make sure that you're utilizing OT Practice Framework language. So be sure you're referencing that. And then why do we do this assignment? You'll be completing the action steps in this treatment plan with most of your clients when deciding what treatment activities to use with each person based on the evaluation that's completed by the OT. So this is great practice for you, considering all the other factors that must be considered and choosing the most appropriate treatment activities based on that information. And again, like always, be sure that you are reviewing your completed assignment with the rubric to make sure you didn't forget anything. And if you have any questions or comments after you review the assignment directions and the rubric and the video, please feel free to reach out to me.